to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have a buffalo take a diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
E.T. on Atari 2600. To begin with, it's not a game you just pick up and play. Most games this generation were very simple. Shoot a bunch of aliens, climb to the top of the screen, stop missiles, or chomp down all the pellets. But E.T. is an enigma. With all these random symbols appearing at the top of the screen and falling in holes all the time, it's no wonder why gamers didn't understand how to play this game. You have to read the instruction manual. So, once you understand how to play the game, it still fucking sucks! When the game starts, E.T. comes down from space. Now he has to go back? Why'd he come down in the first place? All he had to do was stay on that ship and there wouldn't be a game. And wouldn't that be better if E.T. just came down and went right back up again? Was there any colors available besides just green? The ground is green, the pits are green, and even E.T. is fucking green. I feel like I'm taking a colorblind test. No matter where you go, you fall in pits. They're fucking everywhere! You get out by extending your neck, which somehow makes E.T. float. When in the movie did E.T. extend his neck to float out of a pit? Once you reach the top, most of the time you just keep falling back in. No, oh fuck! Wait, get out of the pit, get out of the pit. Ah, fuck! There's a trick. You gotta fuck about with the controls just right. It's just a really bad learning curve. There's a way to catch yourself before you fall down, but you'll never be expecting it when you fall. Oh, look, shit. The human brain can't react that fast. I don't know who can pull off that trick. Maybe ninjas that take speed and sit around and play Atari all day. The goal of the game is to find 3 hidden pieces of a phone that E.T. needs to call home with. And guess where you find them? In the pits. When you're walking around, you pass over these invisible spaces which hold special items. When you're standing on these spaces, you can use them to perform a certain action. For example, if you come across an arrow, you can use that to transport you to the next screen. But half the time, you're gonna end up on a pit. So if you want to use the arrow, you need to remember what's on that space on the other screen, as if the game is forcing you to think 4th dimensionally. What is this game, for fucking scientists? It's marketed like it's for little kids, and that really shows a lack of communication. Also, the whole game works off a randomizer. All these zones and the phone pieces, everything, they're always hidden in a different spot every time you start the game. Some fans have spoken out in defense of this game, saying that it's different every time you play it. Kind of like how every time I take a shit, it's always different. What I really hate are the FBI agents and the scientists. The scientist takes your ass back to the buildings and the FBI agent takes all your phone pieces. What an asshole. Trying to outrun these guys without stepping in the holes is a real pain in the ass. Come on, you motherfucker, come on, fuck! And how come they can pass over a hole and you can't? Yeah, go ahead, pass over the hole again. Yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna pass over your mom's hole. Even if you find the pieces, it's worth Jack and shit. And Jack left town. That's because you need to find the phone home zone also. It looks like a Space Invader alien, but there's only one in the entire game. And keep in mind, it's always someplace different, so you have to trace over every fucking space. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, or like a turd in a mudslide. All the senseless running around drains your energy. That's right, E.T. dies from moving around too much. So maybe I'll find the call zone first. After all, finding the phone pieces are easier because the question mark zones show what pits they're in. Got the call zone, but oh fuck, I wasted all my energy. Maybe I'll find the phone pieces first. Okay, got the phone pieces, but oh shit, the FBI guy took them away. It's like a big brother who wants to give you a noogie and a wedgie at the same time. And if you do manage to find everything you need in one flawless run, guess what? You can't call home unless there's nobody on the screen. So if the call zone happens to be on the screen where the FBI and scientists are, you're fucked! Why does E.T. need to be alone when he calls? Like a teenage girl. So when you find the call zone with all the 3 phone pieces and you phone home, Then you got to make your way back to the landing zone, but even worse now, there's a time limit. You have to be standing on the landing zone at the precise moment, at the precise time when the timer runs out. And if an FBI agent or scientist walks into the screen, it doesn't work. Why does E.T. need so much privacy? Does he need to tug on his little green beam or something? Whew. So, is it really the worst game of all time? I don't think so. It's frustrating, it's challenging, and it's a brain teaser, but that's what makes it so addicting. And considering it was made in such a short period of time, it's more sophisticated than anything of its era. Raiders of the Lost Ark was just as strange and cryptic, and that game was met with glowing praise. Both these games came with instruction manuals. Now I can understand kids just wanting to pick up a game and enjoy it without having to read anything, but if you could understand Raiders, you could understand E.T. So what was it that gave this game such a reputation? I can't answer that. It's just something that happened. It's something we needed. Is there something mystical about the game? There is. It's a floor plan to Area 51 as well as an access key, and every cartridge contained a piece of the alien ship. Sure, but forget about all that. The mystical thing about all these old craptastic games is that they somehow hold a place in our hearts and bring us back to that special time when we were kids. And that's the power of the classics and the not so classics that we love to hate.